Is Amit Kumar Sangwan. I'm a master mariner. I've come up with a small video to familiarize the new entrants in the Merchant Navy about the rank structure in the Merchant Navy and the students who intend to enter the Merchant Navy. So what is the rank structure in Merchant Navy? A hierarchical system is being followed in the Merchant Navy just like any other profession where there is uniform, and the first rank or the highest position on the ship, on a merchant ship, is the captain. He is in command of the ship and he is in charge of all the operations and all the happenings on board a ship. These are the stripes of a captain. Then under him on the deck department will be a chief officer, then a second officer, then a third officer, then a deck cadet. A deck cadet is a trainee navigating officer. In the engine department, this is a chief engineer wearing these stripes. Under him is the second engineer, under him is the third engineer, under him is the fourth engineer, and then the engine cadet. This is the stripes of all the officers on board the ship. The structure of ranks on board the ship goes like this. And the officers comes, or in fact, the in charge of all of the ship is the captain. He holds a Master Mariner COC certificate of competency. Then it is divided into two departments, the deck department and the engine department. The head of the engine department is chief engineer, who holds a MEO class 1 COC, and the head of the department of the deck is the chief officer, who holds a first mate COC. So we will start with the deck department first. So after the chief officer comes the second officer, and after second officer comes the third officer, and then the deck cadet, who is a trainee officer. These are the officers on the deck, and then we have a pumpman or a deck fitter, who are also the petty officers on the ship, and then the bosun, and below the bosun comes able seaman, and below the able seaman comes the ordinary seaman and the trainee ordinary seaman. This is the deck department. Then we have the engine department, where the HOD is the second engineer. Below him is the third engineer, who holds a class 4 COC. Below him is the fourth engineer, who also holds a class 4 COC. And then there is an engine fitter. Then there is a motorman or a oiler. Below him is the wiper and a trainee wiper. The third department, which is very small, is the saloon department, which has a chief cook and a messman. So this is the rank structure what is being followed in the Merchant Navy worldwide. Equivalent ranks are, although a chief engineer is an equivalent rank of a master or a captain, but the captain holds the command of the ship. The chief engineer holds only the responsibility for the engine room, but he is also responsible for it to the captain. HOD for deck is chief officer, HOD for engine is second engineer. Both ranks are equivalent. Then on deck it is second officer, in the engine room it is third engineer. Both ranks are equivalent. On deck it is third officer. On engine department it is fourth engineer, which are equivalent ranks. Then we have a deck cadet and we have an engine cadet. Pumpman, deck fitter, engine fitter are petty officers, and chief cook are petty officers on board the ship. And then the ratings consist of a bosun. Below him is the able seaman, who is equivalent to a motorman oiler. Below him is the ordinary seaman and a wiper, who are equivalent in rank, and below them is the trainee ordinary seaman and a trainee wiper. We may have a trainee messman on board or a second cook on board. It depends on the ship to ship. So this is how the rank structure is being followed in the Merchant Navy. Now, thank you for watching this video, and if you like the video, then please share and subscribe this video. Please subscribe the channel Master Mariner Amit Sangwan on YouTube. It motivates me to make more informational videos on Merchant Navy. So if you are interested in Merchant Navy, then please watch the video and subscribe the channel Master Mariner Amit Sangwan. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I'll come up with new videos very soon.